Hey everybody, this is our June 2023 blog update. I'm just going to jump right in and get to the numbers. I put a chart to kind of show you how things are going. As you can see, the line is very flat. We haven't really had any growth. Now I'll get to some things that have happened in a minute, but really since January, things have kind of gone downhill. We had a big social media bump. We told all our friends and family what was going on. We've had pretty consistent numbers since then. I mean, it kind of peaked in January, then came down, and really since end of February up till now, it's June now, we've had pretty stable traffic, which is to say we haven't had a whole lot. We're doing about 200 page views a month, which is not much. I mean, you literally think about it, in 30 days, that's 200 clicks to a page on our website. It's really minuscule. And we've got 106 posts up now, including this one, the written form of this blog update. So there was a time when I kind of assumed that if you just build it, they will come. If we just put enough stuff out there, that, you know, it's kind of like lines in the water, and that we would draw in enough fish, and eventually search engines would kind of put us at the front of something, you know, and we get seen. That just really hasn't happened. And there's a lot of reasons why. And I'm not going to complain too much, because there are a lot of people, frankly, that do this for years before they really see traffic pick up. So no whining. It's a little discouraging, but I'm committed to keep going. You know, we're gonna see this through at least through summer, maybe fall of August 2024. If things are still like this then, yeah, I don't know. We'll see then. But anyway. So one of my strategies for improving traffic was to kind of focus in more on topics. And what I mean by that is the way Google's algorithm works is it establishes a sort of criteria or score around your expertise, authoritativeness, or trustworthiness. It's called EAT, that's the acronym. That's common in blogging, where people are trying to draw traffic to a website. You need to establish expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And frankly, you can't do that in a short amount of time, so naturally you need to have a website for a while. Another thing that you need to do is you need to focus on a topic. You know, if you are writing about 100 different ideas that are sort of somewhat related, it doesn't really make you an expert. Jack of all trades, expert of none. That's sort of kind of where that'll land you. So there's this phrase that people give as advice when you're starting a website to niche down. In other words, pick a niche and focus on it very, very tightly. And I thought I had done that, honestly. You know, niche down till it hurts was something I'd heard, and I thought that I'd done that. But I really got into writing things and had all these ideas and got kind of scattered all over the place. And I've covered so much in personal finance that I have become a jack of all trades, an expert of none. And so last month, in an effort to kind of rectify that, I focused just on Roth IRAs, and I've written 13 posts now about Roth IRAs. They're not even all up on the site yet. Some I'm waiting in the wings, and I also added posts about financial independence in general, which is kind of a focus topic. But anyway, the idea is to focus in on those topics specifically, and then hopefully that'll drive more traffic. So far, it's actually working a little bit. I'll get to some Google issues we're having in a second. But on search engines, we are seeing traffic pick up, not a ton. And when I say pick up, I really mean impressions. I don't mean clicks. We're not getting much traffic from the web, but we are being seen, which is something, I guess. Okay, now back to indexing. I know y'all have heard this. I go on and on about it, so I'll try to be quick. We went for a long time without having any of our site indexed, really at all. In March, figured out how to get us indexed manually by basically requesting that. Went through, did all that, got the whole site basically indexed. I think we had 4 or 5 pages that for whatever reason Google just wasn't cooperating on. And then so that got us up to 91 posts indexed. And then in April, Google started removing pages from the index. And this kind of put me in a panic. And when Google does that, they'll tell you that you have a problem, but they won't tell you what the problem is. They just say you need to go fix it if you want to be indexed. And I didn't know what it was. I really still don't know what it is, although there's a happy ending I'll get to in a second. So for weeks, our indexing numbers fell, and we got all the way down to 43 pages that were still indexed, which basically means only 1/3 of our site was discoverable on the internet, through Google anyway. And that's really frustrating when you put a lot of work into it. So I went and reviewed posts. I tried to figure out what it was that Google didn't like about what we were doing, and I think I figured it out. I think we were basically being pigeonholed, if you will, for keyword stuffing, even though I wasn't really doing that. I think some of our keywords were too short. I think we were trying to capture, I guess, too much attention around a specific word or pair of words. And notice I'm just saying word or pair of words. It wasn't much at all. The idea was we wanted that keyword to appear in our title and throughout our post to show that it's really tied to that topic. And we thought that would help us. Well, Google apparently, I think, assumed that we were playing games with their algorithm, and they put us in timeout. So I corrected all that in hopes that it would fix it, and I got an email on May 31st of all days, basically saying that they had fixed, or they had agreed that I had fixed all these pages that had issues. We were up to 77 pages that had a quote indexing issue that needed to be corrected. And just this weekend, really, I'm recording this now, it's like today's June 4th, I think, and so we have started requesting indexing again, and it's working, and now we're back up to 50 something pages indexed, and I'm just requesting every day 10 more pages. That's the limit that you can do in a day, and hopefully we'll be back up soon. All right, now YouTube. Now you may notice I got some fancy lights now. I got a microphone on my camera. I'm recording in 4K. I got a light. Life is good. The irony of this, what I'm saying is, I started doing these videos. I recorded my first in September of 22, which is right out of the gate. It was 1 month into what we were doing because I wanted a record of all of it, but I also wanted to practice making videos because I stunk at it, and I still kind of do, but I've gotten a lot better. I've made 7, this would be the 8th blog update, and I've recorded 6 other videos, 5 of which I've actually turned into something I would post on YouTube. So I've made a lot of progress. I know I've been talking about YouTube for ages, but finally we're at a place where I'm going to put more effort into that. Frankly, spending a lot more time focused on YouTube than I am the blog. We'll continue to make posts, but I've kind of stored up, I don't know, 8 or 9 posts, and I'm only going to post 1 per week, so that covers me for 2 months. That I'll just slowly slide those in. In the meantime, I'm going to be recording video like a madman, and I want to get the YouTube up and running. I've done a lot of work with software. You'll see in this video transitions and graphics and things that I found and learned how to use that hopefully will improve the quality of what we're doing and our ability to communicate it. So strategy for YouTube going in, we're going to build just a huge basket of videos, probably close to 30 if not more, and we're just gonna dump a lot at one time. I'm gonna try to take the very best ones, the ones that I think will attract the most traffic, and put probably 3 the first day, 2 or 3 the second day, and then do 1 each day for another week, and then for basically the rest of that month, probably do 3 videos a week, and then at the end of that month, if I'm not making, it kind of depends on what my pace is, what I'm comfortable with. I'm confident I can make 1 a week right now. If I can do 2, I will, because I really want to grow that outlet for a lot of reasons. One is I kind of enjoy the challenge again. 2 is I've got a lot of posts that I think I can convert into videos, and they complement each other very, very well, so it should drive traffic to the site. And another is, frankly, YouTube just provides an avenue for monetization and making money. It's been a goal of mine. Naively, I thought I'd be able to do that like the end of the first quarter that I was actually doing the website. I thought I'd have some traffic and be able to generate some revenue somehow. Here it is 9 months later, and we still haven't made a cent, which is fine because I haven't spent much either. I'm still like $80-something into this whole thing, totally invested. So a lot of the equipment I'm using and stuff is birthday presents and things. I mean, it's not so much that I can't just go out and buy it. It's more, I really want to try and get this rolling with as little capital investment as I can, because I want to show that it can be done. That's really strangely part of the challenge for me, and I don't know, maybe you think that's weird, but I think it'll be kind of neat to say I started this you know, for $100 or whatever. But we'll see. So YouTube provides that path. The algorithm, I think there's like an inertia, and that's why we want to front load so many videos, build up a big basket, kind of dump them on the site quickly, and try to generate some momentum quickly and get some traffic. So wish us luck. Oh, you can help, by the way. Go watch those videos or click like, subscribe, do all that. That helps us so much. I mean, that really goes a long way. And when you watch a video, watch the whole thing, even if it stinks. Just leave it running in the background, whatever. That helps us too, because if people stay with the videos, you know, it helps improve our scoring with the algorithm. So that's what we want to do. Speaking of the algorithm, I'm also trying to establish expertise, authoritaveness, and trustworthiness on YouTube. So we'll be focused on topics. I'm not really sure yet which ones we're going to do. I started out on a path, and now I'm thinking maybe it wasn't the best one. I may pivot on that, but I've only got 6 videos made, so not the end of the world. But we did make a new channel. So you're actually watching this on Next Dollar Finance, which is basically the parent of our blog. It's really the URL, or the domain name, that I really wanted to use for the website. But Martin Money, simple, right? You know, it's kind of got a rhythm. It's easy to say. The logo was pretty and easy to make. There's a lot of reasons Martin Money ended up being the website, but Next Dollar Finance is really sort of the very first idea I had, which is where the Next Dollar Roadmap came from. But that's what this channel is going to be on. So Next Dollar Finance will cover the blog. It will cover the process of how we're building things, what we're doing next. We may do some videos from time to time about how we write things on the website, how we make videos, just that whole, I guess, process of being a creator of content. And I just want a record of that. And also, I'm just a firm believer that if you're doing all this work, you might as well make a record of it and show it and leave it out there for somebody else to watch. And who knows, that may be the part of YouTube that actually takes off for the website. I don't really care either way. I just want to help people. And there's a book called Show Your Work that I think is really excellent at making this point. If you're doing something, just share it with people. Just put it out there. And people can glean from it, learn from it, use it. And that's really why I'm doing this. But I put it on a separate channel so that it wouldn't get mixed up with personal finance. And the computers down at YouTube are kind of figuring out, is this guy a blogger or is he, you know, doing a finance thing? So we're going to kind of keep those separate if we can. All right, that's pretty much everything for this month. I had a little comment about post frequency, but I mentioned it earlier. I'm only going to be doing one a week on the website. So if you like reading our posts, I'm sorry, you can watch them though. We'll be putting them on YouTube, you know, pretty soon, so hopefully you can watch them. Otherwise, it's just going to be kind of a quiet summer. I haven't disappeared. I'm just working on stuff. And there's also, I hate to be a tease, there's also something else I'm working on. Hopefully I'll be able to share it next month. That's a totally different side thing, and I'm probably a little crazy for doing it, but it's related to the website and the expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness that we've been working on for so long. So I'll update you of that hopefully next month. So thanks again for your interest in what we're doing. I can't thank you enough. The comments and compliments and emails and texts are all so encouraging, and I really appreciate that. Keep them coming. We really appreciate all of your interest in what we're doing, and I'll see you next time.